The centralized monitoring system connects all system components. SmartRow uses just one interface to manage and monitor all its critical components for optimal planning and management. With a single display, your data center operation is under your control. SmartRow is available in 2 configurations.
You actually can go each of them, and there are solution areas and which you can build a competency of your organizations. Probably you are doing it already, but you can do it a much more structured way, and then you take it to the customers. So these are some of the examples we have launched recently for FY17. These are the 6 competency areas on various parameters. You actually can make a practice of yours. You can get yourself certified on the solutions. Some of them probably you are doing it. You just need to collaborate with us and create your competence. And then you go to market with the transformation idea for the customers. Okay? And so this is what, I just wanted to give this message that there is a disruption in the industry. There's a digital transformation happening. There's a whole lot of opportunity for us. But point is that there is a change happening in the industry. We need to make sure that we understand the change. We should not ignore the change. At the same time, we should have a dialogue with customers of ours. They also should realize the change and make their own strategy so that those changes can help them to succeed. At the same time, we also become successful so that we help them to sustain those changes with respect to IT and the services. Second point is that I think changing nothing is always a risk. Okay, that's what we need to take the message to the customer. Last thing I just wanted to take from here is that you being a partner, I think you have been working with HP. A lot of people in this room, I think you are with HPE for last 10 years, 15 years, even more than that, right? So please use these trainings. Please use these enable materials. There are a lot of things are there in terms of technology enablement, training, solutions for the sales, for the pre-sales. I've just shown a snapshot of it. If you see that there are things for sales, there are things for pre-sales. So please use it, because this is important that we should enable ourselves around all these technologies. And second, definitely there are sales partner ready portal we have, right? Partner ready, all of you know here. I think most of you will be knowing. So Partner Ready is nothing but a single portal for you where you can get all HPE informations, whether it is a business, training, marketing, everything, right? Please use that. That is a very good tool for you to actually enable yourself, run your business, monitor your income, which you get it from rebates and incentive programs, right? And also do a joint marketing plan for your organizations, right? Because or you want to do some customer event workshop, you actually can download a lot of stuff, content, and to present to customer or create a EDM for your joint EDM want to say to customer. All these things are there in this portal, right? So I'll just take one more minute just to tell you that this is one program that we have been running for last so many years. It's basically this year we have revamped this program around solutions. Earlier the program used to be for the reseller, now we are saying solution providers. So what we want you to be a partner with solutions. Okay, we encourage you. I mean, in this particular session with the time constraint, I am not going to talk about detailing that, but please get yourself connected to your PBMs. You have the PBMs from HP side, get more details, and please go and use and leverage these programs. There are a whole lot of things are there for you, for your team. You are very important for us, okay? Being a partner, you are very important for us. That's what we also do a survey called Total Partner Experience, okay? Some of the parameters like overall satisfaction, volume participation, competitive advantage, pricing policies and stuff like that, we take your feedback. And based on the feedback, we actually have the ratings that how we are, how easy to do business with HP, how comfortable partners are doing business with HP, okay, and how we are placed in the market. So all these things, these are the kind of approach we have for the partners, and we take your feedback because it is very, very important for us to succeed. Okay, so every year we do that, and based on that we take a lot of actions, and a lot of changes happen in from HP side. So that's it from my side. So if you have got any questions, maybe next couple of minutes, or we can discuss at a later point as well.
We do have the time for maybe a maximum of 2 questions. So if you have a question, please raise a hand. One of us will come to you with a microphone. Please introduce yourself and then ask the question. Or in case if there's no question right now, you may interact also offline. So ladies and gentlemen, please get your hands together. Once again, for Mr. Prasum Talukdar, Country Manager. And as Mr. Talukdar was saying, change is one of the only constants. It's very important to change. Before I come to change, I have got a car number here, UP14CM9594. Does it belong to somebody here? Yeah, so I think we've got to move the car. Can you please check with the security? Thank you very much. All right, so now, as I was saying, change is the only constant. It's very difficult to change. Once you're used to something, it's very difficult to change your mental process. I have a demonstration on that. So I need somebody to raise the hand. I will come to you and I will ask you a couple of questions. If you answer it right, you will get a prize. Now this prize is, you've seen this 3D printing happening outside. Yeah, a Taj Mahal has been 3D printed. So we will give that to you as a prize if you are right. So anybody willing to take the risk of answering questions from me, you will not lose anything, trust me. Come on. It's not such a big risk. There I have somebody. Excellent. Sir, could you please stand up for me? And can I hand over the mic, please? Could you say hello so I can hear you? Yeah.
Hello.
Excellent. Yeah. So, now Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma, you've got to say the word silk. Silk 5 times. Can you say that?
Silk.
On the mic, please.
Silk, 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 silk.
Okay. How do you pronounce this word? S-I-L-K. How do you pronounce it?
Silk.
Okay. What is that material that you get out of, these caterpillars which feed on mulberry leaves? You get that nice cloth material.
Silk.
Silk. Okay. What do cows drink?
Cows drink.
Yeah.
Water.
Get your hands together for Mr. Sharma. Amazing. 99% of the people would say milk. Yeah, so silk, 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 silk. It's difficult to change the mental process. Okay, so you get your prize, sir. That's a Taj Mahal.
Thank you.
You will have a very happy wife today. Trust me.
Always.
Always. Okay, always. Thank you very much. That is Mr. Sharma. Congratulations to you. And Arun, are we ready to move on? Arun, you are ready? All right. In the meantime, I have one more question. I had only one prize, but this question I'm just going to throw out. Yeah, without a prize. It's a little, slightly hatke kind of a question. Please pay attention. Now, these 1 rupee coins. Yeah, these 1 rupee coins have the year in which they were minted embossed on them. So you've got 1997, you've got 2001 embossed on it, 2002. Now, can somebody tell me why are 2007 1 rupee coins more valuable than 2006 1 rupee coins? And it is a fact, by the way. Can somebody tell me why are 2007 1 rupee coins? I did not ask you, Rajneesh. I'm going to shoot Rajneesh down. Okay. So Rajneesh, this line is not allowed to answer. Yeah, so can somebody tell me why are 2007 1 rupee coins more valuable than 2006 1 rupee coins? And it's a very simple answer, trust me. Yeah. Any answers? Yes, sir? Upgrade version? No, but I like the way you think. Yes, sir? It is 1 year younger. I like that. I really like the way you're thinking. Yeah, when we exercise the brain, we start thinking better. So I like the way you're thinking. This is exercise, but that's not the right answer though. And any other answer? No, yes, sir? Metal ki cost. Again, good answer, but not the right answer. Exactly same metal use hua tha, sir. Okay, yes, sir? No, you also had thought of the same answer. Okay, not even, somebody gave me time value of money also. Yeah, but that did not work. No? Okay. We are ready? So I'll give you the answer. Sometimes, too much of information is not good. I gave you the information earlier saying that the coins are embossed with the year in which they were minted. Yeah. Now this information was not required. In fact, that muddled up your brain. My question was, why are 2007 1 rupee coins more valuable than 2006 1 rupee coins? Very simple answer is that 2007 1 rupee coins is equal to 2007 rupees. Yes? 2007 1 rupee coins. You take 2007 1 rupee coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2007 1 rupee coins. And you take 2006 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2006 1 rupee coins. There's one coin extra over here. Okay? Do you accept? Okay, thank you very much for that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with that, we would like to introduce our next speaker. We have with us Mr. Milind Sonamne, Senior Sales Engineer, Nimble, who's going to speak about business continuity and data protection. Please get your hands together for Mr. Sonamne. Thank you.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Okay, so basically, my name is Milind Sonamne. Okay, my name is Milind Sonamne. I'm from Mumbai, Amchi, Mumbai. So basically, I'm from Mumbai, taking care of the Nimble storage pre-sales part. How many of you know Nimble as a storage? Great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. 5 people. Okay. So basically, we are new in the storage industry. We'll discuss more in terms of how we are different, how we started our company, and why we have started this company. So overall, the thumb rule is we are different. If you see last 7 years, we are in leaders quadrant for the Gartner. We are NPS of 85, Net Promoter Score, which is again unique for the complete industry. Year-on-year growth is almost 82%. And then we have 8,500 customers overall in last 7 years. So this is a huge growth, okay? We work very closely with Citrix, Cisco, Commvault, any technology partner. We work very closely with them. And if you see, we are the youngest company to be there in the leaders quadrant for Gartner. So Gartner's Magic Quadrant, if anybody follows that properly, if you see the last entrant was 1995, okay? We are saying we are 7 years old company, we are there in the leaders quadrant for Gartner, and that is because the architecture is completely different. We are completely different in terms of architecture. Customers, when we talk about 8,500 odd customers, this is how the list is. They are financial organizations, manufacturing customers, there are retail customers, there are energy sector, there are government sectors, name it, we will have those customer references. Multiple environments using Nimble extensively for their use case. So we will we'll go into more detail. Last 6 quarters, I'm a sales guy, we count our days with quarters. Last 6 quarters, we have 75 odd installations in India. So basically, if you want to name it, L&T Infotech, then Siemens is our customer, First Source is our customer, Citrix is our customer, JM Financial is again in financial organization, they are again our customers. These are all referenceable customers. There are some non-referenceable customers also, that list, those guys are not here right now. Okay, but roughly around 75 odd installations in last 1.5 year actually. Okay. Now, how many of you use either Ola or Uber or Google Map? Everybody? Correct? So basically what I'm talking about is, and how many you get frustrated when you see this kind of screen? I always get frustrated, and this is like becoming more and more problematic. Today I came from, say, I'm coming from Noida right now. One turn miss in any of this path, you are gone. Correct? You are completely gone. And you get this, you get more frustrated, saying, okay, I missed that left turn. Very clear. Okay? So basically what we are talking about is, I think, can you check? I think that's the same problem here. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, so basically what we are talking about is the app data gap. This is actually not the app data gap, but this was a technical problem. But whatever we are talking about is your application is not getting the data. Your application was not getting that left turn. And that's why it was just loading, doing buffering. Correct? So basically what we are saying is there is a app data gap. Your application is not getting that data. Okay? And whenever you end up into this situation of application not getting the data, the first culprit always is the storage. But we have done our own analysis and we found that 52% of your data is not coming because of the other reason, other than storage. Okay? So 52% of your data you are not getting because of any other problem, other than storage problem. Okay, which is again a huge, and that problems might be configuration issues, that problems might be host related issues, anything and everything other than that particular storage. And this is very unique because everybody goes back to your storage for any problem what you face. Now, as a partner, I just want to put this slide across how we are different. If you talk to any traditional guy and you put this statement to them, your customer says, okay, I want 30,000 IOPS. Okay, I want performance of 30,000 for my SQL database. How they configure? They always configure that with the backend spindles which they have. Correct? Is there any other way people configure their storages? Everything depends on the traditional approach on the backend disk. Everything depends on the backend disk. The challenge over there is your backend disk, the disk which we are talking about is always limited in terms of performance. Okay? What we are saying is instead of depending on the disk, which is on the left hand side, there is no innovation happening on the disk side. On the right hand side, if you see your CPU, every 6 months Intel is coming out with new CPU. So basic concept over there is if my performance, the storage performance, the storage IOPS, if it is dependent on anything other than disk, I can get better performance. Okay? And then the second parameter to this is the latency component. If you are dependent on the disk, your latency will be always 10 milliseconds. Wherein what we are saying is if you are keeping your performance away from the disk, you get latencies which is less than 3 milliseconds also. Okay? So basically the difference for us as a nimble storage is we are keeping your IOPS away from the disk. So what you want, I want you to take it from this presentation is we are keeping your performance, the storage performance is irrespective of the backend spindle which we have. Okay? It is completely different thought process. Till now, everybody talks about your storage performance is dependent on the spindles which you have at the backend. We are changing that thought process completely. We are saying your storage performance is not dependent on the backend disk. So, when we come out with our architectures, we come out with two types of storages. One is all flash, second one is adaptive flash. We call it as hybrid also. The difference between these two product lines is the latency component. So, all flash commits you less than 1 millisecond latency. Adaptive commits you less than 3 milliseconds of latency. That's it. Okay? So, difference is the latency component. Your IOPS remain the same. Now, if we club it together, we can give you unified flash fabric. What is this unified flash fabric? So, when you start your storage, you can add the capacity by adding the expansion. Okay? This is the normal way people do, correct? Your storage gets capacity increased by adding the expansion shelf. But then if I want to increase my IOPS, I swap the controllers, I change the CPU and memory of my controller, and I can increase the IOPS without adding a single spindle, without adding a single media into my environment. And this is what the differentiator is. I can increase my IOPS without adding a single spindle in the environment. Just swap the controller. This is active online activity again. I swap the controller and I give the IOPS boost to the complete environment without adding a single spindle. And then I can do scale out. So basically, I can create a 4 arrays cluster together I can create it as a single storage box, and then I can give you a performance which is 4 times in terms of performance, 4 times in terms of capacity. So how much expansion we are talking about? We are talking about 1.2 million IOPS. We are talking about 8 petabyte of storage with this kind of configuration. Now, with the unified flash fabric, what is that unified flash fabric importance is, if you have all flash array and a unified storage together, I can move your volume online without having any impact to your application. So I am consistently moving your application load from all flash to hybrid or from hybrid to all flash without having any impact to your user. Okay? This is complete unique. If you ask any of the traditional storage guys, they don't have this kind of concept. Okay, their all flash works as all flash, hybrid acts as a hybrid. They can't correlate or collaborate each other. What we are saying is we can club them together as a single storage box. And that is a big, big advantage for the user. When we talk about the 66% lesser TCO, we are using less memory. We are using 3D NAND drives for our SSDs. We are doing more than 5x of data reduction with the deduplication as well as compression, and we do it by default. So there is no dependency in terms of number of spindles or in terms of memory and all those. We do everything by default. We do inline compression by default. We do inline deduplication by default. And by that, we are giving you 5x of data reduction. And then we are not dependent on anybody in terms of backup, DR, and archival. What we are doing is our snapshots are so efficient to take care of your backup requirement, your DR requirement, your archival requirement. And anyhow, I'm giving you the performance of 230,000 IOPS from 21 NLSAS drives. Okay? A huge boost in the performance. We give you sustained performance number, sustained latency with the lesser footprint possible. Now, when we do deduplication and compression, we see more than 5x of data reduction in the environment. The next topic to this is when we do a DR, your production can be all flash. Normally, the dependency is if you have all flash in your environment, in the customer environment, you have to have all flash onto the DR also. What we are doing is we are moving your all flash data into a hybrid data at the DR side. Okay? So same operating system on top of it, my data is moved from all flash to the backend DR, which is a hybrid array. That way, I'm reducing your cost for the DR.